Right.
And it never stopped it on my end. It still says recording.
Okay. We'll go
Did you,
ahead.
did you stop it?
Yeah, we'll start. We'll start.
That's so weird.
It is so weird.
All right. Okay, here we go. So we have your Monday, Wednesday, week 47, almost to the end of the year, y'all. Not many weeks left. So we have your complex Phoenix. This is going to be you're going to be in that one circuit for a total of 9 sets, 20 on, 10 off, and you'll transition to the next spot in the room. So you're gonna act as if each station is its own little mini circuit, all right? Most, if not all, are going to be bilateral, and your B and C will be unilateral to help out with demonstrations. This could be an automatic fixation depending on your time slot. If you feel like you're running tight on time, you can eliminate that fixation, just keep it to the 5. So we'll work with the dumbbells, wherever your station is at for a dumbbell corner or dumbbell station, you can place that there. It doesn't have to necessarily be in this order that you see on the screen. So yeah, your Arnold press. With this one, you can get your best Arnold impression going on. You can play like a iTunes, Apple Music. There's different motivational uh, talks with Arnold that you can throw on and have some fun with this movement. You keep the core engaged. Could be one that you want to be there to spot members at, just because again they're going overhead with weight. You're going to be people that want to go a little heavier with this. So could be a station you want to start at to help members spot, find dumbbells as well. But there should be really no need to find dumbbells because they're there in this station that entire time. We're going to go into our swing with a high roll, so you can play savage, hip swing, or swing to have some fun with this one. You give them an aiming point like out sometimes, and you come behind the member. Really make sure like as you're swinging up, they're driving the elbow back. So like elbow, like your elbow is somebody off get off you, like get off you. Have your elbow come high so you can aim a point to bring their elbow to your hand. A way to be like a little more engaging with this one. So what you do on that right side, you got that testicle transition. You're just going to do the same thing on that left side. Then we're going to go to your power bands. We have power bands. You have your power bands alternating lunge with that chest press. So with this, if you want to get mitts out, you can also get mitts out. So you have them come out with that press and back in. So they're getting that horizontal push to press out, come back in. With this, lunge first, break out the movements. Don't like lunge and press at the same time. You'll see people will have a tendency as they go into that lunge and press, they're going to lean into it. You want to maintain a tall torso, have 2 distinct movements, lunge first as you get bottom to it, get that press. And also as they break it up, there's going to be a lot more core engagement as they break that movement up to really stabilize themselves and get that press out. And then we're going to go into our straight arm torso rotation. Arm out straight on this one as they get their rotation. Eye on the prize. Keep your eyes on the hands. So as you get that rotation, you should follow your hand with your eyes. You're not adding any extra torque on that back. Would also recommend pivoting that foot too. Keep the core engaged. Press that belly button to your spine with that one. Then we're going to go to our classic kettlebells. We're going to go to kettlebells. Your kettlebell goblet squat. Elevating heels on this one. So elevate your heels. If you notice members are leaning too far forward in their squat, could be an indication that they have lower back issues. If they like to squat and come onto their toes, can show that they have like tight ankles, tight soleus muscles. So elevating the heels help them maintain a taller torso, head and chest up as they go into that goblet squat. Butt to grass, elbows in between the thighs, and sit the legs parallel to the floor. So make sure they're sitting in this movement, not hinging. So heels on the poly beam or on a beam or on whatever you got in the location that you can have them bring their heels up on to get a better range of motion within their squat. This one might be a little tough. It's been a while that we did this one. So you're gonna most likely want to even use, if you're using a larger kettlebell for this one, I'll recommend just keeping that kettlebell close by. And then you're gonna go with a lighter weight. So you're gonna bring your hand, you're gonna hold a high plate on top of the kettlebell. On the opposite hand gets that row. So you're gonna work the unilateral, get that horizontal pull with that row. DJ wide base, have a wide base. So I guarantee the closer your legs are, the more rotation you're gonna have in the hips. It's an anti-hip rotation movement. So wide that base, suck belly button to the spine, make sure you're not opening up. If you find that you are opening up to the kettlebell, the weight's too heavy, go lighter with that weight. A good touching, appropriate touching, 2 fingers on the hips, challenge yourself to keep the hips in line with their shoulders as they work with that row. They always drop down to your knees as well. Any issues with that, they can just stick with a 3-point row on the right side, 3-point row on the left side. Stir the pot, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. This one you can have some fun with it. There's a song called Chicken Noodle Soup. That it rained cleared out. It's like a 2008, 9 song. So you get that, stir that pot, right? Making that chicken noodle soup on this one. As a coach, some engagement things I do with somebody to challenge them, I might take another stability ball, and not throw it at the person, but as they're doing it, make sure they see you, and I'll toss the ball at the stability ball, give a little more like vibration, more instability, right? So have some fun with it too. They might want to come back at you, hit the ball, so you got to be ready too as a coach to catch that ball as a hit. So that's some things that you can do to make it more engaging when they're having that sort of pot, like having you throw that stability ball at their ball as they're moving it, right? Like little bumper cars. Have some fun with that. Your single leg choke, really good for the hamstring. This one, I wouldn't necessarily modify it or give the option of doing a double one. What I would recommend doing on this, because you don't want to have them doing, a double hamstring curl or shelk. So if you don't know what shelk means, it means supine, hip elevated curl, leg curl, hip elevated leg curl. So instead of all right, if you're not doing a single leg, bring both feet on it and roll it in, roll it out, because you have to do that for B and C. I would say if you're not doing that, go to a single leg hip bridge and have them just do a hip bridge on that single leg. If you're not on the ground, maybe have them do a single leg step over, right? So they can work out some balance, still work the hammy while taking away from the floor. And then they can do a single leg hip bridge or a single leg step over on the opposite leg for exercise C. Now, if you're telling them to do with both legs on it, it might get awkward. And then you're doing that for B and C. Really doesn't matter, just to get more work on the hamstring, but to make it so they feel like they're doing something different and not the same movement for B and C, go to a single leg hip bridge and then go into a single leg step over for that one. Hips high, squeeze your cheeks, squeeze the glutes on that. Kneeling fallout, it should be a kneeling fallout, not a kneel fallout. For this, just to have being a considerate coach, get the mats out ready for members to put their knees on the mat. That's a nice little touch. You make sure the hips come with them, right? No butts left behind. You want to make sure you're doing this one. Bicep to ear is not a tricep extension. So you want to get full extension, elbows extended. Open up your lats on this. Working that core, so to get some dynamic core, so you're getting that stretch, in the core as well. And then obviously, if you're not going down to the knees, they can do the fall out from the standing position. Then they have your sprint to start. You can get a gunshot on Apple Music. I don't know if that's the best thing, but you can sit down and say, whatever. Runners take your mark, get set, boom, have it go off. To have some fun with that as well. And then obviously, then I'm working on that. They can do a sprint to skip outside the TRX. And in the sixth station, we're going to have your squat thrust with a ski ab. So don't need to do a burpee. Let's do a squat thrust. Hop your knee to the side, center, back to the side, back up overhead. Then they're going to go with a rear foot elevated eccentric split squat. So giving yourself a 3 count down within that 20 seconds. Have it on your right leg, on the left leg. You can challenge members on this one if you want to bring over a fit fighter or a sandbag, dumbbells. Then you Jedi's in there that you want to give some weight to. They can hold some weight as they do that rear foot elevated eccentric split squat. So that's station 6. And your flashcard cardio, recommend. And if you don't have cards, that's absolutely fine. You can grab some paper, write down some random exercises. I would, like Heisman's, leg raise, hip raise, 4-point high knees, tuck jumps, just back up add some core, add some cardio, and pretty much what you can do, you can either be engaging with the members as they go through with that 20 on, 10 off. You can have the members grab a card. This one is going to be an active and interactive one with the coaches and members. So as you pull the card out, you're gonna go with them and show what they're doing, right? You don't gotta go the entire 20 seconds, but if you pull out a Heisman, show where the Heisman is going. So they're gonna just go with a random pick. You can, if you do have cards, you can put 52 exercises on each card, right? And then have them shuffle it. They can shuffle it. You can have them pick the card. You can pull the card. Then you just show them as you go. And you can do this one. Just judge your session if you have the time. You can go up to 8 exercises. You can go up to 10 exercises. If you gotta do 6, do 6. And then call the last set after that 5, and you got 6 and 8. Then you can finish it out. So your flashcard cardio would be, based on whatever the cards are providing. So you can have some fun and choose your movements, such as floor jacks, crisscross jacks, jumping jacks, burpees. There you go. All right. So that is going to be your Monday, Wednesday format coming up for week 47.